Hello, everyone. Welcome out to the Cars, Bars, and Guitars podcast, episode number 37. I'm AJ.
And I'm Steve.
Really?
I don't ever go by Lawrence.
Nice. Well, Steve, who are we brought to you today by?
Upgrades.
Upgrades. Let's hear.
I stepped up the memory cards and phone and tablet. I put a 256 in the tablet and moved the 128 from the tablet to the phone, and it only took 2 computers of transferring the brains of these memory cards to make this successful. So it was a bigger pain in the ass than it needed to be.
So the next
to try to spend no additional dollars. Never mind, a 256 card is now $30.
Very nice. How much would that have been 20 years ago?
Impossible.
15 years ago? 10?
10 maybe. It would have been a very handsome ransom.
Because you got to understand where we're coming from. I'm the least technological person.
Even 5 years ago, these would have cost 5 times as much.
That's icky. Well,
Yeah.
Steve, what are we drinking today? It's a surprise for you.
Life and Limb. Ale brewed with maple syrup and birch syrup. Or how do you pronounce what? Syrup, you like to say?
I say syrup.
Syrup?
Yeah, syrup.
Syrup. We are proud to share a third version of Life and Limb with its thousands of other branches that collectively comprise the craft's brewing family tree. Sip slowly with friends and loved ones, and savor long, because one could do better than be a swigger of birches.
No, that could be dangerous if... you know what, Harry?
That's why I don't read the Citra. I've had a few too many from Sierra Nevada Brew Co., Chico, Cali, Mills River, Inc.
Yes. All right, well, pop that top and let it ride. I've already drank one of these, by the way. I couldn't help it just because it sounded so good. Pop. That's always cool. Every time.
Pop.
Worst cheers ever.
High five, my mic. It's fucking loose.
Swivel, baby. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
It was swigger, not swivel.
Isn't that what the new kids call, like, swagger? Swigger? That's when you do it. Never mind. Even you're white and you... Steve, this is delicious. Steve's trying it. Steve's drinking it.
All right.
Steve's loving it. It drinks a lot lighter than the... X% that it is. I've already forgotten. I can't read it.
Mine feels very heavily fizzy.
Mine's not fizzy. What's 10.5 or 10.2%? It drinks a lot lighter than
mine. Feels every bit of 10 weight.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Well, Steve, I gotta. Steve's going to Viva Las Wages.
Yep, that's
Thursday.
it, folks. Las Vegas, New Mexico.
There is one, isn't there?
Yes, there is. That's funny.
Population
-6.
Probably. Although, have you seen storming Area 51 event going on?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'll be 2 months ahead of that.
Okay, so that's supposed to be in September?
September 20th.
I kind of want to go. I kind of don't want to die at the hands of my own government.
No more quickly than you already will. No.
True. Yeah, true. So, Steve, how about we do Vegas beers and bands?
Okay.
Of which there's probably incredibly way more. All right, so let's do it this way.
I can only tell you the Killers were from Vegas, but didn't make it until they went to England.
I thought they were British. So
somebody told you wrong.
Haha. That's about the only song I can listen to. Or that You Gotta Help Me Out. Why Don't You Bring Yourself Down? I don't remember the name of that song. So you want to do beer first, or do you want to do bands first?
Seeing as we know a band, we'll go with that.
All right, bands. Las Vegas bands. I can't imagine there's that many. And then we're probably going to have like a lot of aha moments. So let's see. Bear with us here, guys. Right off the top of my head, I can't think of any. And then Matt went to Vegas and brought back a couple of stickers and from his brew travels. And I think he went to like 4 or 5 different breweries. In fact, that one on the top right there, that big red sticker on the
The 7?
yeah. Lucky.
Obviously not Bold Missy because they're local. The one time I went to Bold Missy, I like renamed all the beers, and the bartender thought it was funny.
What did you rename them?
Oh, it was just like, Fly Girl, Sky High, whatever variations on the theme it was.
Gotcha. Oh, and here's a funny on. I like.
So I wrote it down so I don't have to remember any of it.
True. I like the Dillsboro, Silva, and Cashiers Facebook page. Just like visit the cities, and had a picture of Whitewater Falls, and it says, "Anybody going to be chasing waterfalls this summer?" And I put no. TLC told me not to.
Yeah.
And only one person got it, and I'm like, man, I hate getting old. Hey, Steve, how about the Dynamite Band?
More fun than Panic at the Disco.
Oh, no, they are all dressed like Napoleon Dynamite characters. I wonder if the band's better than the movie. Because that movie is like one of those movies where I feel like you only have to watch one time.
I was really late to that game. I did enjoy it the second time around a lot more.
Yeah.
But Uncle Rico will never not be creepy with his mushroom van. What the fuck, 78 Dodge?
Well, minus the transmission, those things will run forever. Although that is kind of a big, thing there. Shifting gears is Wayne Newton? I don't think he's from Vegas.
Well, I think he's been in residence in Vegas since at least 97 with Vegas Vacation. I kept wondering, why did they go to Shenandoah? That's from Virginia. Virginia's a long fucking way from Nevada. Oh, it's what he named his house.
Well, it's the same letter.
Shenanigans?
Yeah, okay.
Slaughter.
Slafter?
Slafter. Avenger of Blood.
Billy Sherwood?
Home Cooking.
Panic at the Disco. By the way, not a big fan of Panic at the Disco.
No.
Brendan Urie has a fantastic voice. I don't know who Brandon Flowers is. Neo? Oh, and probably one of the...
N-E-Yo.
Yeah, Imagine Dragons.
Nope.
Gross.
Ugh.
The cat.
Are those Asian or European dragons? I don't know.
Well... This is just all around. I'm on Wiki right now, and it's just kind of all around Nevada, instead of Vegas proper.
Seeing as the vast population of Nevada will be Las Vegas, and then the rest of them are Cousin Randy.
Fair enough.
I guess I need to see that movie before I leave, or while I'm leaving, whatever.
Or you can just watch Vegas Vacation.
That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, that. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I was listening to. The Rat Pack?
Well, given that the 1960 Ocean's 11 was Vegas then.
Right.
And one of my latest face-paste wallpapers was a Japanese Ocean's 11 poster where everyone's painted and looks awesome.
Yeah. Evidently there is a...
Golden Axe, not the video game.
Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It's a band. And also,
Utah is the state north.
Jenny Lewis?
I just saw her pop up on here.
I don't know of anything by Jenny Lewis.
I just know the name.
Her latest album is called Nice as Fuck.
They're not MIA, the current rapper that uses handguns as percussion, but there's a 1980s MIA from there.
Okay. Is it like an acronym, or is it just like Mia?
M.I.A. I can't speak that.
I don't know who the Cab is.
Me neither. Pop rock, alternative rock, emo pop, contemporary pop, emo. Like, probably not gonna like them.
Nope. I did not know Slaughter was from there. I've not heard anything by Slaughter, but
it's just one of those also-rans during the hair metal era.
The Crystal Method.
Huh.
They were born in Vegas, but they got their start in L.A.
Okay. They actually named one of their albums Vegas after the Vegas shooting. I posted that up as face-based wallpaper.
One of the members was DJ in UNLV in '89. Scott Kirkland following him a year later. But I haven't listened to any of the Crystal Method other than...
Get busy, child.
There you go. Oh, was that GT2?
That sounds right. You must have heard a lot of that lately.
On 2, yes, on 2. I've got to say I haven't really gotten much of the 3 down. Steve gave me very lovingly to borrow as long as I want a PS2, which I've never played before because I'm older than ballsack. So I've been playing GT3 and getting license test golds again because I'm a glutton for punishment and my thumbs hurt now. Particularly this one. But I'm out of... There's just not as many... Escape the Fate? It sounds familiar, but... a post-hardcore band. They got their big break in 2005 after winning a local radio contest hosted by My Chemical Romance.
Nope.
Tony Basil. Oh, Mickey is the fan.
Oh, I was going with Basil Exposition from Austin Powers.
Born in Philly, but attended high school in Vegas. In fact, the cheerleading outfit she wears in her video, Mickey, is the actual uniform she wore as head cheerleader at Las Vegas High School, which is neat. Let's see. Nope, that's it. Like, there's just no musical acts, basically, from Vegas.
Different end of that coin, though. Apparently, Celine Dion just ended her residency in Vegas.
Ooh.
And this becomes an interesting twist on the theme. That apparently Aerosmith, Backstreet Boys, Billy Idol, Boyz II Men, Cardi B, Celine Dion had been, Cher, Drake, Diana Ross, Gwen Stefani, James Taylor, Lady Antebellum, Lady Gaga, Mariah Carey, George Strait.
George Strait?
He
had a residency?
This is bands having played there. So
Lord.
some have a date, some have many dates, some have a lifetime.
Yeah, I've got to be honest with you, man. It seems like the residencies, being in a residency would be like just the final straw. I would not want to play the exact same venue 5 nights a week. That just sounds...
They're not music, but I think Penn and Teller are doing just fine at it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. But as a musician, I wouldn't want to play... At least joke. You can think of a lot more jokes than you can write a whole lot more songs.
But they're magicians, AJ.
As far as famous people, we got Andre Agassi. Tennis. Yeah, you did know that one. Louis Anderson. Chris Angel. Greg Anthony, basketball player.
No, I was getting him mixed up with Dave Anthony. Never mind.
Robert Bigelow.
Male
Deuce's
Bigelow.
brother. Tony Braxton. Well, that's his non-native. Okay, so she's not from there. She just lives there now. Kurt Busch and Kyle Busch, the two Busch brothers of NASCAR fame, are natives of Las Vegas.
So which one's Busch Light?
Couldn't they find anything better to do in Vegas than do that? But okay, well, Nicolas Cage lives there now.
Drive unair-conditioned race cars at high speeds, sure.
Yeah, they're not air-conditioned, by the way. I mean, if you're going fast enough, I guess they are. David Copperfield, non-native. Vashti Cunningham, the famed high jumper. Steve, that's a lot more disappointing than the Chicago bands. And people,
well, at least Chicago delivered on funny names. Like, it's just a pretty big contingent of people from points elsewhere. Oh, the Charlotte effect.
Oh, well, I would venture, I guess, to say there might be just as many famous musicians from Charlotte than there are from Vegas. Looking at that list. That was a very quick segment there, Esteban. We've just barely made it into the 15-minute mark with that. So,
how's for your bargain basement Howard Hughes?
Yeah, for Vegas breweries, we got Banger Brewing.
Brian recommended Tenaya Creek Brewery.
Yep.
Somewhere in Old Town, Vegas.
I got to be honest, though. There's a flight of 10 beers there, and they're all the same color, so I'm sure it's good, but Hop Nuts Brewing. We got Banger, Hot Nuts, and...
Is there a mash?
Ouch.
Atomic Liquors, because, of course.
When was Kirkman in Vegas? It's got to have been a while back.
A year ago.
I thought it was longer than that. I thought he wasn't with Katie yet. Steve, you're supposed
sometime in there. Who are you? Where am I?
Who are I? Who are I? Chicago Brewing Company, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Do it now.
What? Chicago Brewing Company.
Do they serve Stromboli?
I hope so. 3 Sheets Craft Beer Bar. Just a bar, not a brewery. Hofbrau House. A lively German beer hall and restaurant. Oh, Hofbrau is... that's
a German brewery.
I was going to say, because that's the HB, because Emily's brother went to... went there.
That signage is everywhere.
Gotcha. 777. I don't know what that sticker is, but that's not it. Sin City. That's the... I got a Sin City sticker. Oh, there it is. It's right below it, near Bold Missy. Sin City Brewing. So Sin City Brewing's the thing.
Okay.
With a scantily clad...
Devil lady.
A lady dressed as Henry Rollins in the Liar video. Ellis Island Casino and Brewery. Where do you think they make their money in that duo of companies? PT Brewing Company.
Not Asylum Seekers.
I have not had any of these beers at all.
Something simply called Beer House.
None of these are out here. I've not seen anything out here. Strip liquor. Gold Spike. That's a bar. Well, that's disappointing. Well, you know what? I guess when you go to Vegas, you don't always go for the native Vegas musicians or the beer. I think you go for other reasons. Legalized prostitution.
Oh, the damage I could have done 4 years ago.
Har.
I
can't say I wouldn't have. Well, Steve, there goes the rest of the episode. You guys have a good night.
And scene.
Kind of shocked.
It's going to be interesting. Well, this will be my first time to Vegas in 21 years. Mm-hmm. Because when you're 14 and 16 going to Vegas, well, you're kind of limited to sightseeing, all-you-can-eat buffets on the cheap, and arcade rooms.
Yeah. And they don't...
That were like seeing a Michael Jackson impersonator before all that hell broke loose, and being requested to depart because I was a long way from 21.
Yeah, and I think they frown upon like a 16-year-old high school game of dice in the back alley. I don't like games like that.
Play dice all you want, but it's got to be theirs.
I don't like games of chance. And I know people argue with me about poker, but at least you do have control over how you play your hand.
Sure, you're welcome to play as well or as bad as good or bad as you can.
I know what you're getting at.
Good, I don't.
I picked up what you were putting down.
Yeah, I just wish I could replicate what I did at roulette a year and a half ago to turn $20 into $100 instead of $150 into zero.
Well, that's the odds of that. But roulette's the game of chance too.
That absolutely.
Yeah. I was trying to explain.
It was what went wrong. Second time around was there was not a football game on when you have red team versus black team. What it would do is if red team was up, bid on red. If black team was up, bid on black. And once my drink was empty, it was time to move.
Yep. That's the shitty part about Cherokee. The drinks are not free.
Yeah.
At least you can go into the casino and just get hammered for free and then just leave because there's not like a cover or anything. You just kind of go in willy-nilly and just show them your ID and go get schmastered. I was told you don't even have to walk the strip. You can go from casino to casino, and they're like all kind
Minneapolis?
of connected. Kind of, except cooler.
But not
hotter. But
the idea being that in Minneapolis it's so damned cold that they've got the skyways and hamster tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
Or as Ron Williams said, go from building to building to building to building.
The Robin Williams is in the new epic rap battles of history. It was George Carlin versus Yeah, it was George Carlin versus Richard Pryor, and then goddamn, what's her fucking name? Joan Rivers popped in, and then Robin Williams came in after that. But Minneapolis sounds like a cool place to visit, and plus going to the gigantic fucking mall, which is probably just like every other mall except bigger. But
with a roller coaster in it.
That's fair enough. Although I get a roller coaster every time I go to Concord Mills, a roller coaster of horrible high school emotion. Because every time I go there, I see somebody, and I'm like, fuck, I hope they didn't see me. Hey, how's it going? Hadn't seen you in a while. There's a reason for that.
Would you like to join my business?
I'm selling skincare products on Twitter. Yeah, glad you did well for yourself, Mrs. Judgmental in high school. How's your third marriage and your fourth child? Before we go on to topic...
Why the kids all have the same first name but different last names?
I know somebody like that. But no, the games of chance are... They're fun, but I'm kind of like the skill person. Thomas argues with me all the time. He goes, poker's luck also. I'm like, there's a part of it where it is a luck what cards you get, but also what position you're in, and it's a position. You can have a shit hand, but if everybody is nobody showing aggression, you come over the top and raise. Everybody folds. Not really luck, is it?
Have you heard that there is an AI that has figured out how to bluff?
Yep. Yes, I have.
So video poker is about to get a lot harder.
I'm sorry, Dave. Before we go on to the topic I want to discuss next.
Doors, pal. Pal, how?
Steve's got a bag of goodies.
Yep.
What you got in the bag of goodies, Steve? Grab your bag of goodies.
More tiny cars.
More tiny cars. Is it different cars than we have now?
I sure hope so.
What's the funny part is the biggest car we have, other than my Erector Set Dragster, is or actually that's an F1 car. That's more of an F1 car than a dragster. Yep, it's definitely a white Beetle.
What if an Indy car?
Indy car's cool.
Yeah, it was just I have a tough time telling those apart because wedge.
Correct. Behind door number 1.
So it wasn't without checking this on eBay to see if it's worth anything that I discovered $3 ain't worth trying to pawn it off. So what I have here is.
Oh, okay.
I used to could know what this was.
It's old.
The
32 Ford.
No, a Jaguar XK140.
Oh, okay. British gangsters.
Yes.
I say, if you don't give me your money, I'm going to give you a smack bottom.
Pardon me, sir. I disagree. Here you have the 89 Jeep Grand Wagoneer.
Fuck yes. By the way, those are fetching a pretty penny on the real ones.
This fetched $1 at Five Below. I could have had it for 80 cents at Big Lots had I thought of this sooner. Whoops. An 85 Porsche 911 Rally. Ferraris is an 87.
And Farrah's... What color did Farrah get? It was that
it
weird...
Cassis red. Shit's purple.
Yeah, it's purple. NSX.
1990 in Insects.
Nice. I need you tonight.
88 CRX.
Oh, cool. By the way, it would the Citroen that comes with Cars and Coffee that has the little Citroen in the headlights. That's the coolest fucking thing ever.
The 1975 Chevy Caprice Coupe. Why that? Because I grew up in the back of a 75 Impala sedan, so that's about the closest thing I expect to see in the wild.
Fair enough.
It's like something sentimentality for a terrible car. Or you want to get your That 70s show on with a 71 Vista Cruiser.
Yes!
Complete with a little sunroof.
Oh, nice. The sunroof just covering the passenger,
yes.
The rear passengers. Fantastic.
Which is funny because the last of the Vista Cruisers did the same thing.
Nice.
The bubbles.
Can you get Vista Print to print you a Vista Cruiser?
I bet they could.
Sweet. but not 3D.
You give them the money, they'll happily give you the cards.
True.
65 Land Rover Gen 2.
That one's, you know what? That one probably runs better than most of them that are still out there now.
Something Simpler Mechanicals.
Yes.
Random ass checkmate car. The Rook.
We have a nice mixture of Matchbox and Hot Wheels.
Yes, that's all the same company now.
Match Wheels.
Match Wheels.
Hot Box. That's something different.
The other random ass chess car, the Pawn.
Huh.
It's just
audacious.
Neat looking little things there.
It has audacious at the bottom.
Ooh. A 67 Jeepster Commando.
What?
It's like a proto CJ8.
I mean, that's cool. And it's got a motorcycle on the back. Where do you get these from?
This is all Big Lots and Five Below. So
nice.
math it, 74 and 51.
I did not know Five Below had toys.
This is a 94 Audi RS2 wagon.
See also what I said about Land Rover.
I always like that style car.
They are pretty, but the engine is so far forward in the Audis. It's really, really. It's like how far back the 911 Porsche's engine is.
Another moon buggy for you.
It's like a bread truck.
That's a NASA support van.
Oh boy! Well, they're gonna need that when we raid Area 51 coming up pretty soon.
Exactly, and now we have one, so we're safe. And a 70 Datsun 510 Rally.
Those are cool. The old the car box.
Yep.
You know what? I should build a turnstile of with the those like J hook things, and we could hang all the cars from it like a fucking carousel, like a carousel.
Yeah, too bad I've run out of Kmart's that are closing to like buy the store hardware. That would be perfect.
I'm pretty sure there's still a Kmart in Shelby.
I don't know. Like I know there's one in Winston that's by Colin's house.
Okay. Yeah, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure last time I went to Shelby, there was some kind of decrepit old department store.
Yeah, right across from the mall and the Chick-fil-A and the Little Caesars there. Yeah.
Yeah, but who would have thought? You know what? Comeback story of the year in foods or retail, or not of the year, of the last 10 years. Little Caesars went away, and then $5 hot and ready, and now Little Caesars is fucking back, like with a vengeance.
Now Domino's is certainly nipping at their heels.
That is true, but for some reason the Domino's that delivers to our house is the one on Albemarle Road, even though there's one closer. And then Pizza Hut I don't even want to talk about. I think
that went so badly last time.
Do not ever order that from that Pizza Hut.
We just spend more money and get from something local, but Big Guys is awesome pizza.
Big Guys is great. Marcos is great. Papa John's is right here, and it's Papa John's, so it's not horrible.
And now Papa John's gone, so they're not racist anymore, right?
I mean, they're franchised out, and we are in the South. Your mileage may vary. Steve, you're out of beer.
Yes, I am.
You can either have one of mine or one of yours. You take your pick. I have 2 more you haven't had. Feel free to have one of your own while I finish this. If you want.
Right.
I got plenty.
Yeah.
So while Steve is getting more booze, the Corvette C8 will come out Thursday. This Thursday, they are revealing it, and it is going to be mid-engine and no more manual transmission. The manual is dead, which means, Steve...
The Corvette is dead!
Yeah. I'm okay with General Motors building, because the platform was called the Zora at one point, and I'm okay if they wanted to make something called the Chevrolet Zora, but calling it a Corvette is a little bit sacrilegious to me, because Corvette's always been front-engine, rear-wheel drive. The Viper was the same way. Like, guys, the Viper was front-engine, rear-wheel drive with a V10 engine. Every generation of Viper has done that. And now they're talking about bringing back the Viper again after 2020. Because, why not?
So what you have is going to be an expensive fast Fiero.
Correct. Hopefully that does not catch flames. Which, funny enough, a guy in high school...
seeing as the testing's gone so well at it, we'll have our doubts.
A buddy of mine's, his brother had a Fiero in high school, and he had flames on the side of it, and I went, well, that's pretty appropriate now, isn't it?
Was it set up like the Pinto where the flames are coming from the back?
By the way, Fiero, I'd still love a Fiero GT. Those look so cool.
Those are good-looking cars.
Has anybody ever motor swapped one of those that did not put a Lambo body kit on it?
There was one at Cars and Coffee years ago that had, I think, a Seville or Alante drivetrain in it.
Oof. Well, that's a Northstar V8, right?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Now it's not going to catch on fire, but now it's not going to run.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here. If I was going to motor swap it, how boss would a F20C from S2000 be? You got that. You got options. It would fit.
Is the car big enough for it?
2 liter? Yeah. How big was the Fiero? It was 2.8 V6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll fit. And in fact, if you wanted to go the V6 route, you'd probably do 3-liter V6 out of the Camry. Seems to be working for the Evora pretty well.
Mm-hmm. I think it's now 3.5.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. It's still a great car.
And the more time that passes, the better the Lotuses are holding up.
Funny how that works out like that.
You know, the bodies thereof.
Fair. But, I don't know. If you're calling it a Corvette, don't make it mid-engine.
Yeah.
I love mid-engine cars, but you just can't name it. At least
that's not what it is.
Ooh, sorry to play footsie with you, Esteban. But no, it just name it something different. I'm okay. I'm not a big heritage guy, but although you know what, people said the same thing about the Mustang going to an independent rear suspension, but that makes it better. That's not changing any.
You're making it drivable? Oh darn.
By the way, I didn't realize the prices of the Terminator Cobras are coming down. 0304 Cobras.
Ooh.
390 horse, 390 torque. Independent rear suspension.
Was that a supercharged one? Okay.
Independent rear. It wasn't solid.
That was because that was top of the line of the Mustangs then.
Yes. So that one actually, drove well.
Mm-hmm.
The interior's hilariously terrible. It's Mustang.
It's still, mid-90s through mid-aughts Mustang.
Yep. But the only, so I've ridden in a lot of Mustangs because my buddy Josh Hagler had Mustangs up until he had children. And the interiors were not.
So now he has an Edge ST, so he lies to himself.
No, I don't know what he drives now. I haven't talked to him in years, but I need to call him. The interior's not great, but it's not what I would call like a horrible place to be. You know what I mean? Like, people who bitch about interior quality, to me, other than Aston Martin, what car company makes a fast, nice car with a super nice interior? Audi makes good interiors.
Yeah.
And at that price point,
it better.
Yeah, better. Exactly.
I mean, hell, Mom's Highlander, soon after she got it, she had to take it back because one of the middle seats wasn't reclining. Had a brand new Avalon as a rental. Mm-hmm. I was really impressed with that for being gussied up giant Camry.
The previous SUV that Emily's aunt Brenda had.
So flip a coin if it's BMW or Mercedes.
The Merc. And I don't know Mercedes alphanumeric SUV.
G something.
Something like that.
GL something.
It was not the Armor All one. It wasn't the tough looking one.
But yeah, not the
G-Wagon.
Yeah, not a G-Wagon.
No.
Which is funny because, hey, there's a new G-Wagon out. Sure looks like the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's slightly bigger, and now you don't have exposed hinges because this isn't from 1977.
DeMuro made fun of it. I
yes,
rode
because
in the
they're
back.
listening to him.
Probably not. I rode it in the back of the Mercedes. I think it was a 2016. I don't know why everybody thinks that that interior was just not great. I mean, the seats were super hard. The leather was nice, but it was hard. It was not comfortable. And the door panels were hard plastic. So I don't understand where they're coming from. Now, granted, my sample size with brand new Mercs is admittedly small, but I can't imagine that car costing less than $50,000.
Yeah.
So for $50,000, that interior better be somewhere special to sit, and it wasn't.
Somewhere along the way, they did away with the M class, so now everything has become a GL something, unless it's the Geländewagen proper.
Yeah.
Then it's simply G digit.
So Steve and I's first... I'm going to adjust my mic here, guys. So sorry about the popping. So I can see Steve instead of a line in front of his face. Steve, I'm making an executive decision here.
Huh?
For Steve and me. No more alphanumeric names. Let's name cars names again instead of... I mean, every now and then's okay, but I don't want your entire model range to be a can of alphabet soup.
Or at least don't do the infinity thing where everything's a Q.
Ooh. This is like a Q to you? Remember that episode, Family Guy?
Nope.
He's shaving his pubes. This is like a Q to you? Turns to the side. What about now?
Oh, it depends which Q it is.
Lowercase.
The creepy hackers, or the irritating guy from Star Trek, or the quartermaster from James Bond. That said, if only I could get away with the thing that Q has in Diamonds Are Forever, the Bond film largely taking place in Vegas, where he's got this magnetic ring to like lock in the slot machines. Like, it doesn't work on the electronic machines now.
I need to watch more Bond films.
I can help you with that.
At Mark's behest.
I'm going to steal that 128 gig flash drive, sitting on your coffee table, seeing no use.
I have
Give
another.
You all the things.
I have two more right there.
Those are tiny. They won't hold all the movies.
Oh, gotcha.
You'll need at least like 40 gigs.
What if you like depixelate them down to like Nintendo? Have to watch it on.
How bad do you want this to look on your giant ass TVs?
Better than horrible.
We're gonna need more space.
All right, so this will be before I go into the topic.
We have the technology. We have the neglected thing that Emily's had sitting on the coffee table since December.
There's a lot of shit laying around here we haven't used, but gratefully she's using the treadmill now.
Heyo.
Thankfully. By the way, guys, I'm not calling her fat. I didn't say she needed to use it. I'm just saying we got this treadmill, and then we moved it into the living room so she could use it, and at least now it's seeing some use. Emily's the size.
I'm going to miss that coat rack.
What is it that you rank? So since we were on automotive interiors, this is kind of an impromptu topic. So when you're buying a car, let's say you're buying a fun car, not a practical kid hauler, whatever that is. What is the first thing you look for?
Transmission.
All right. Well, fair enough. By the way, I could have sworn I just heard a lot of laughter. I'm going nuts. Anyway, sorry, guys. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Just like the way it smells. Definitely that. But that's a given with us. So do you look next for all-out performance or all-out speed or handling or the way it looks or... I think this is a good question.
This is a fun thing. Like, is this theoretical, or is this going to be what do I replace Tiny Wagon with?
No,
because it's going to be another one of them.
This is all same here. This is all theoretical. So you're in, and it's not even monetary. I don't think this topic necessarily has to do with money.
Yeah, if money were no object, I could have way more fun with this.
Absolutely.
I think a Mazda Speed 3 or an STI in hatchback form would be perfect.
Yeah. But then did you...
And the both of which are going to be mad decent in ins and outs.
Correct. Subaru does not do good interiors, though. They're very...
utilitarian?
And Spartan. Like, even... They're like what mine was. That's what they are now.
I would like to have heated seats.
Okay. So you want some creature comforts.
And to have, something in the USB Bluetooth head unit, that'd be nice.
Yes. But that is an easy fix.
Yeah.
If you wanted it to be. So it's transmission.
So really, my demands are quite simple in possible car.
Fair. So is it... So if it... has the right gearbox and the right, what tech you need, but it's really just ugly as fuck to look at.
Yeah,
but you still like
which
driving.
is why, like, if I want Mazda Speed 3, it's an '08, not one of the later ones with Joker grin.
Gotcha. So would you
That
rather
looks like an aborted whale.
You would rather it drive better and be better than look better, or would you rather it look better?
Looks is a funny thing considering I'm driving a shrunken Aztec right now.
It's better looking than an Aztec. And
also, yes.
What's funny is the Aztec is cool again.
Yeah. Thanks, Breaking Bad.
I don't know if that was the reason, but to me...
That's totally got to be it, because that's ever a dreadful car. Like, the Rendezvous is still the better rig, however, it ain't pretty either.
And it's the worst name, though.
Rendezvous.
Fuck you, French. Sorry, Karin. I guess they came back today.
Yeah, she's on the flight back from Ireland. She can't hear you.
No, that's... I don't know, man. To me, the car has to look good too, because there are some cars that I'm sure were great cars that I just don't. I'm trying to think of a car that is just considered. Well, you know what? Like, I don't like a lot of modern Ferraris the way they look. Mm-hmm. I like the F40.
If I could get one of those weird Ferrari hatchbacks
I don't
and
like
a
those.
stick,
FF?
that'd be amazing.
I don't like those. I don't like any two-door wagon shooting brake thing because it's a stupid term. We've already been over that in episode 7.
I'm not hunting anything except for the police with speed guns.
To me, the best Ferraris were the ones I grew up with. So even the 308, because Magnum PI was still on rerun.
Oh, totally.
So, I mean, 308, F40.
Archer nailed that.
Yeah.
It's like, here's my Ferrari. It's on a tow truck all the time.
Yep. I love the 348 and the 355. Those are great looking cars.
And then the 360 is just goofy looking.
The Modena 360, I didn't. It is Modena.
Why does the front end have gills?
No, yep, and I don't like the way the 430 looks. Now,
oddly enough, those were the beginnings of Ferraris no longer needing engine out service every X amount of miles.
Yeah, that was a $10,000 service also. And then if you didn't service it and something went wrong, it was even more expensive.
That's the funniest signage I've ever seen. If you do not schedule your preventative maintenance, your equipment will for you. Wink.
I like that. That ought to be the title of episode 37. What was the 458 is beautiful. Mm-hmm. Love the way those look.
And wouldn't you know, the 488 looks about the same.
Isn't it, though? And for those of you not in the know, the numbers on Ferraris...
used to could.
Well, it's a 4-liter or a 4.5-liter V8 in the 458. The 355 was it started doing that now. So, was it 438 was a 4.3-liter V8, and then the God damn it, fucking numbers. That was the monikers. BMW is similar, right?
BMW Mercedes, that shit is long since out the window with smart displacements, turboed into whatever have you. So it's supposed to be the power of a blah blah. So the E400 and 550i no longer have those displacements.
What I always thought was cool on the old Mercs was it was underlined. I don't know why I liked that. The badges. You remember, like, it would say 300D and it would be underlined in a chrome badge also? I
do believe I never paid attention to the fact it was underlined.
Because they made it like that so they could make...
italicized would have stood out more. Then it's like, yeah, it's a number.
They did it so they could make one badge and just place it all at once instead of individually trying to get it right on every model. Which nowadays wouldn't fly because of...
It's all 3D printed.
Pretty much. It got super fucking dark in here.
You just noticed that. It's like, is this supposed to storm?
Well, I got to
explain that till Thursday.
I got to get a beer anyway. So if you can keep the people entertained, that'd be cool.
Give me one too.
All right. What do you want? One of mine? Super. And we can share. We can share. You want a Scotch or the Southern Pines Tall Boy?
Surprise me. you get glasses?
No, we can split a hole. Fuck.
Here you get the germs.
I've already had your germs.
Yeah, ew.
Well, we got.
I don't see what Pat Smear's old band has to do with any of this.
I think Emily got a pap smear one time.
Rower.
We'll do one of these each.
Okay. So what we have here is the Southern Pines Brew Co. Texas Rig Happy Juicy Imperial IPA. Juicy and luxurious. Texas Rig is layered with Citra, Mosaic, Amarillo, and Crystal hops, luring out big citrus character from deep in the kettle. Bright as the summer sun, you're guaranteed the catch you're looking for with a Texas Rig.
Be careful when you open that. It kind of exploded.
Apparently this beer gets excited, y'all.
There you go, just in case. Just be on deck for it. The first one I had didn't do that. Be gentle. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. You big dumb animal.
Keep the change. Wait, that was you filthy animal. What was big dumb animal?
Tommy Boy. That's a big dumb animal, isn't he, folks?
That's it's all right, Richard. They have a thin candy shell. I'm surprised you didn't know that. You know what? I think if your brain has a thick candy shell, your brain has the shell on it. Are you talking? Shut up, Richard.
All right, shut up, Richard, or shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Why not both?
The first time I saw Lebowski was at the Stratosphere.
Nice.
I had no idea what's going on then, and all these years later, still don't, but still love the movie.
Such a great movie. They are coming out with a spin-off movie.
The Big Jesus.
Yep. I don't know how I feel about that, because he was such a small character in that movie.
How he became the pederast he is seems apt for the day's times.
Yep, fair enough. I would rather I'd rather know how the story behind Maude, because I have the hugest crush on Julianne Moore. Same way I like my potatoes.
Mashed?
Steve, I want to talk to you about all-girl bands.
Okay.
All right. Now.
This sounds luscious.
Yes. Before we do this, and after all that fizz I tried to catch that's down my throat now. Man, now I don't feel for porn stars. Do we count, like, puppy, like Spice Girls, or do we want to stick to rock and metal acts? Because I kind of think we should include all girl acts. What do you think?
Seems fair.
Cool. Well, I don't know who Fifth Harmony is, but first up, the Bangles. I fucking love the Bangles, and mostly because Susanna Haas is still a fox. Oh, yeah.
You can't see it,
Steve,
but I'm sitting like an Egyptian.
Like a cat?
Feed me, Seymour.
How many Bangles songs have you heard besides Walk Like an Egyptian?
Man, I hate pop quizzes.
If you can't name any, I'll name a couple for you.
Do it. And then I would say, I heard of that one.
Hazy Shade of Winter.
Pass.
You haven't heard that one? That's a great one. Was that Thunder?
It could easily be. I don't know, but the window is less dark now.
That's the exact opposite of what Thunder. Anyway, so there's Hazy Shade of Winter, Eternal Flame.
Yeah.
Obvious. What was
this burning this or donate to consult a physician?
That didn't flow off the tongue that well, though. The Bangles also had Manic Monday.
Nice.
Going Down to Liverpool.
Pass.
Okay, I'm out of stuff that you would know because I'm out of stuff that I know. Hazy Shade of Winter is my favorite one. That one's a good one. The Bangles are an American pop rock band and formed in L.A. in '81.
It's a good year.
So I've heard. Genre was new wave and then post-punk. I don't think the Bangles is new wave. Uh,
Not enough synth going on there.
Slater Kenny.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
I heard of them, but heard very little of them.
Gotcha. Spice Girls. 94.
Match. Ginger. What?
I was going to say, who's your favorite Spice Girl? And I already know. Steve's is Ginger. Mine was Posh. Although I am all down with Scary because I'm down with the Swirl.
Rower.
And evidently, Ginger was down with the Swirl because in a memoir, her and Scary got it on quite a bit on that tour bus. Kind of wish I was a roadie for the Spice Girls back in the day, but I digress. TLC, Steve. We just talked about them earlier. I played out the Crazy Sexy Cool album because my sister had it, and it was just so slinky, so just swanky, like good R&B. Have you listened to much TLC?
No.
Besides Waterfalls? Because there's some, like, Red Light Special was a good one. What was the other one? I didn't like some of their other like,
The trouble is they totally like blend in with Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, but Salt and Pepper was more hip hop, and then TLC was more R&B.
Because which one had a creep? Yeah,
Creep was good. They formed in Atlanta. That's not a real place. What? They are coming to PNC on Friday, July 26th. They'll be here. Like, yeah, no Scrubs. Not a big fan. I didn't like the later songs by them. Red Light Special is sexy as fuck, though. That was my first introduction to black chicks. Or it might have been... Did somebody just knock on the door?
I think that the house is about to collapse.
Oh, no. When Emily comes home, like when the door raises or she comes in downstairs, it equalizes the pressure in here. Either that or she's about to come in. And you'll get a first sighting, listening, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Destiny's Child. Also known as Beyonce and Friends. Little Mix. Don't know who that is. The Supremes. Diana Ross and the Supremes. Active from 59 to 77. Pussycat Dolls. From 03 to 2010. 03? By the way,
they sold 54 million somethings.
The Pussycat Dolls?
Wikipedia tells me the best-selling girl groups worldwide.
Oh. The Ronettes, Girls Aloud, the Shirelles. Ooh, no, there was my introduction to black chicks. In Vogue, which I know you know.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
Free your mind and the rest will follow. That was my introduction to black chicks. All Saints. Do you remember that band?
Nope.
I bet you remember the song. I don't remember the name of the song. They're English-Canadian group formed in London in 93. Oh, what was the name of that fucking song? All Saints. Never Ever? Was that right? Never. Might have been. I think it was Never Ever. It was huge on the radio. And, of course, I had sisters, so I got to hear it all, whether I wanted to or not. Girl School. Still active since 1978. The Sugar Babes. Also active since 1998. The Pointer Sisters. Still active. Pussy Riot. You remember that from Russia.
With love.
One of Bill Maher's new rules was his new rule. I don't know what a pussy riot is. I just know I want a lot of it. Vixen. Yikes.
The BMW powered RV.
Bananarama. The Andrews Sisters. From 1925 to 1967. Bewitched. You remember that? Vaguely.
I remember that having been a thing, but no.
Songs by Bewitched. C'est la vie. That cutesy bubblegummy shit. I'm not playing it.
Pass.
I'm not playing that. Tattoo. You remember Tattoo, don't you? Also,
yeah, they were Lebanese, right?
maybe. I know what you're trying to say. But that was an act. I think they were, like, playing Lebanese. Lesbian guys. Wilson Phillips.
Oh, derp.
I need you to hold on for one more day, Steve. Vanilla Ninja?
What?
That looks like Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Ew.
Nope, it's actually an Estonian all-female rock trio. Look, okay, like, look at the pictures right there. At first glance, very quickly, it looked like Mary-Kate and Ashley. Vanilla Ninja.
That's a compliment to none of them.
Steve, should we listen to some Vanilla Ninja on YouTube?
No.
I'm going to anyway. Vanilla Ninja. Oh boy, Steve. Here we go. Let's see how horrible this is. 2.4 million views. Suddenly, I feel like doing CrossFit. All right, I'm bored. I was hoping it would be horrible. That's just cheesy.
Sounds like every pop song ever.
I'm bored.
I'm the chairman of the board.
I don't understand why everybody likes them. It's just so weird.
What, Iggy Pop?
Iggy Pop is, yes.
Iggy Pop's rad. Not a girl group.
I know that, Steve. I know that.
This just reminds me I need to watch Earplugs and Eyeliner.
What is that?
The Iggy Pop documentary.
Okay.
I've got a different list here from the Wikipedia.
You too, huh? I'm on there now.
The following singles have been certified by the RIAA as selling 1 million copies or more in the U.S. So, Please, Mr. Postman by the Marvelettes. Now I can't read my screen.
You need a headset, like the ShamWow guy.
I'm going to look like a bigger asshole. Awesome. Dancing in the Street and Baby Love by Martha and the Vandellas.
The Vandella? Vendella?
Vandellas. Stop in the Name of Love by the Supremes. Don't Mess with Bill by the Marvelettes. Someday We'll Be Together by Diana Ross and the Supremes.
I've heard that one.
When Will I See You Again by the 3 Degrees.
Ugh.
Lady Marmalade and Fly, Robin and Fly by LaBelle and Silver Convention.
These are the top selling of all time?
Million plus. Sister Sledge, We Are Family.
I've heard, yep.
I got All My Sisters and Me.
Didn't they do a duet with Peter Gabriel? The Sister Sledgehammers?
Ha! We Got the Beat by the Go-Go's.
Forgot about the Go-Go's.
Obligatory Walk Like an Egyptian by the Bangles.
Mm-hmm.
Push It and Expression by Salt and Pepper. Gotta Hold On for One More Day by En Vogue. Wrong Hold On?
That's Wilson Phillips.
Yeah, well.
Oh, Hold On by En Vogue.
Yeah, this is 1990 Hold On.
En Vogue was active at the same time. The only Hold On I know is from Wilson Phillips.
Yeah, I have no idea what song this is.
Which, by the way, they traded spaces like a motherfucker. Have you seen them two now? The skinny one's big and the big one is skinny. Carney Wilson and whatever the fucking other one. Oh, there's Wilson Phillips and those 3 girls.
Like, one was cute, one wasn't.
Yep, and now it's flipped.
It's been Flip Wilson.
There is one 7-year
Wait,
bitch.
that was that was a comedian way back whenever.
Yes.
Yeah, his own TV show.
7-year bitch is a good name.
What a Man by Salt and Pepper with En Vogue.
Oh,
93.
yeah. God, yeah.
Creep and Waterfalls TLC 95. Wannabe Spice Girls 96. It's like, hey, the more time it passes, the more I Still don't know these. Somehow the Pussycat Dolls had more songs than Don't Ya.
That When I Grow Up was one of them. Please don't ask me why I know that.
Yeah, this is a wealth of stuff I'm still not going to know.
Yeah, funny how that works. Antigone Rising. I do remember that name, but don't remember anything by them. Now I'm just looking up silly name. Hey, Babes in Toyland. I do know that one. I don't know any songs by them, but I do remember that. It says Baby Metal, but that's not an all...
Do what now?
Baby Metal. That's that Japanese... where the girls are singing, but they have an entire backing band. I didn't know they were all female, though. It's really, really strange, and I'll show you that off mic. Barlow Girl... Betty Blowtorch. Holy shit, Steve. The members of Betty Blowtorch are Blair N. Bitch, Bianca Butthole, Judy Molish, and Sharon Needles.
What's your over-under? Any of them play roller derby?
Whatever the number is, it's over. Betty Blowtorch. Bianca.
Hot damn. If roller derby doesn't have the best names.
Sharon Needles. That's so fucking awesome. Blackpink from South Korea.
Eve.
The Body Snatchers. Hell, Bratmobile. From the U.S. No, I don't want to. Cadillaca. Cake like.
That means they sound depressed and they have a trumpet.
Care Bears on Fire. Chalk Circle. I kind of like that. Chicks.
Instead of chalk outline. Chalk circles is easier.
Definitely. Chicks on Speed. That would be a great roller derby group name. Chocolate. Cobra Killer. The Cookie Crew. Also not known as Cutting Crew. They did not die in your arms tonight.
Nah.
Daddy Issues.
Natch.
That's a good one. Dead Disco. The Devachkas? I don't know. Dickless. The very apt name for that. The Dixie Chicks. They were an all-girl group. Granted, their backing band probably was not all. The Donnas. I forgot about the Donnas.
Nice.
What was it? Take It Off was the big one?
Donnas is great.
That's a great one. Emily's Sassy Lime. I'm just reading what it tells me.
Okay.
Fabulous Disaster. Femme Fatale. Finally Punk. First Aid Kit. Flying Lesbians. There's a shocking number of women in that group. Frau.
Well, that would be German for woman.
And what's funny is they are from the UK and Spain. What? Gallhammer? The Girls. Girl School. Girl in a Coma.
Not to be confused with the Smith's Girlfriend in a Coma.
Gore Girls. The Go-Go's. The Three Head Coatees. Hepburn. The Hinds. The International Sweethearts of Rhythm. ISIS? That didn't age well. Jack Off Jill.
Wait. That's funny because I'm aware of a different band named ISIS, but that was all screamo metal.
Yeah. Junkyard Lipstick from South Africa. Kitty. Katzenjammer. That sounds either
That's
Norwegian or German.
That's an awesome name.
Katzenjammer. Lesbians on Ecstasy.
Because naming the band Pussy Jelly didn't fly.
Lesbians on Ecstasy from Canada include Bernie Bankrupt, Fruity Frankie, Jackie the Jackhammer, and Veronic Mystique.
How the hell did we not see that one last week?
I don't know. I do not know. The Liverbirds? Look Blue, Go Purple. The Lounge Kittens. Lunachicks. Mambo Taxi. I've never taken a Mambo. Have you ever taken a Mambo Taxi? Was Lou Bega driving it?
No, none of the playlists in my Ubers have really left an impression.
Nice Horse from Canada. Also one we missed from Canada 2 weeks ago.
But also, anytime I take a cab, like I'm busy just yapping with the driver the whole time.
You too, huh?
Yep.
So how you like this? Well, I tried to look in. That's my cards. Blah, 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 blah.
There's Pussy Riot again. Rasputina from the United States. The Scissor Girls. That could mean a couple of different things.
They like their Fiskars.
I don't believe in karma. Skinny Girl Diet. Skinned Teens. Smoosh. Spit Boy. Stereo Pony. Strawberry Switchblade. Super cute! Exclamation point.
Super cute.
The Thunderbugs. Thunder Pussy. Trash Women. Tijuana Sweethearts. The Tuts. 12 Girl Band. Two Nice Girls. Uncle Earl. Her. UHUHHER. There's Vanilla Ninja again, and we've got a fuzz box, and we're gonna use it.
Oh my! Funny because that's a euphemism.
I prefer
and an instrument.
I do like a good fuzz box, but I do prefer if it has fuzz, it be a bit not unkempt. Like, you know. I don't want it like a blacksmith's apron, which is disgusting. Sorry about that.
No, the funniest line I heard was, it looks like Lenny Kravitz is trying to tie her shoes.
That's a good one.
Thanks, Danny Gold. You're a pal.
And I am not going that way.
What is you good songs?
Although I liked his version of American Woman, and you didn't.
Yeah, I hated that
I
song.
like that version much better. I don't like the original version.
Nope.
I don't even know who sings the original version.
The Guess Who?
Is it
a Canadian band
Yes.
singing about
An
said
American
topic?
Wonder why I didn't have a Canadian woman, because it's the same amount of syllables.
Well, I think they could sell this song to 20 million people or to 250 million people.
So you're saying we need to make a song called Canadian Woman and release it here on CBGPod? With I think we should do this.
Canadian woman, bring me some poutine.
Canadian woman, it's a flag of leaves. Don't come A-ing round my door. Give me your free health care some more. Where was this at 2 weeks ago when we needed Canadian banter? All the Canadian people in South Park have
the flappy heads.
that floppy head, yeah.
Yep.
I have not watched enough South Park. I need to watch more. So, Steve, other than pseudo bachelor weekend extravaganza, are there any, like, I don't know, events scheduled? Like, is there, we're going here this day and this place tomorrow, or are you just going to go show up in Vegas and whatever happens ends up happening?
Apparently, some bit of hell's breaking loose Thursday to go explore town, paint it pink or something silly. Friday seems to be the big day to have cabana by the pool day for too much money and a bottle of Stoli. And maybe go hit up Topgolf and dinner at the Wolfgang Puck there.
You know, you could do both of those things here.
Yeah, well. Yeah, but liquored up for 3 times the price.
Fair enough. Now, when is wedding of
Ian? Mid-October.
That's a very early bachelor party. Granted, I know he's a busy man with the restaurant.
That's kind of how and why we're doing what we're doing. And the guy that's coordinating all this, I've known him and his family forever and a day, and bumped into his twin sister on Kalen's and my first date at Free Range.
They live around here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, well, I think Jeff and Ian knew each other through my brother way back in the day, and they were both at App at the same time.
Gotcha. And Ian's older than Colin or younger?
Younger.
That's right.
April 85.
So he's just a little older than me.
Yeah.
All right, so both of the McBrides are... Has Mrs. McBride come around yet, or have we heard any updates on that situation?
I have no updates on that, and that is entirely an off-air discussion.
Okie dokie. I was just hoping for your sake, because you're not much of a casino person, that you're going to Vegas and actually going to be able to enjoy something other than being cooked.
Yeah.
Because out of all the months to visit Vegas, I think July would probably be my 14th choice.
Which is funny, because both times I've been to Vegas, although briefly, and although underage, were in July.
Ugh.
So, let's do it again. Only this time with feeling.
Meet the new weather. Same as the old weather.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what's the high? 110 today? What's the low by night? 80?
Ugh.
I could do 80.
Well, I forgot who said it, but he's like, I'm getting tired of people telling me that don't worry about the heat in Arizona. It's 120 degrees, but it's a dry heat. He goes, you know what? A dry heat also is an oven, and it's still fucking hot. I know humidity sucks, but if it's over 100 degrees...
The thing is, the lack of humidity, I really like that.
True.
I like that a lot.
120 bucks. 120 bucks.
Yeah,
120 degrees. 120 degrees is still fucking hot, though. Like, I'm sweating sitting here.
Well, thing is, sweating, you know you're hot. If your sweat is evaporating out of you, yeah, you're hot. But you don't feel yourself sweat, you're more likely to pass out.
True. So you're saying I'm never, and if I had children, their children would never pass out because I've sweat so much.
Yeah, even in the desert.
So playing basketball, going into the locker room at halftime, they would see steam coming off of my head. I would not wish being this hot-natured.
Yeah. I mowed yesterday at 10 a.m.
Still hot.
Yeah. And by the end of it, my gray T-shirt had turned black, saturated in sweat. It was not a proud moment. This is real hot.
That's a cut your shirt off instead of take it off moment, right?
Use old shirt, so there was the opportunity, but didn't have to. Mm-hmm. But I'm venturing a guess it won't finish drying out before I wash it.
Well,
much like last time I mowed, like I don't know if that was before Folly Beach, and that was almost a month ago. Mm-hmm. Whoops. So the yard was in desperate need of being trimmed.
Yes.
And I have no idea which neighbor is trimming like the first part of my yard. Mm-hmm. I don't know how and why that is, but thanks.
Have you felt bad?
No. We don't have an HOA.
Fair enough. Sometimes I wish we didn't.
I think all the time you wish you didn't.
Only the time where it keeps property value up. I don't think you have to worry about that here, though. It only does so people don't keep like a whole bunch of stupid shit in their front yard. Like,
dude, no one's got a front yard to do anything with.
That's
like, what are you
also
gonna do? Like, not put plink flamingos?
Plink Flamingos.
Plinko
Flamingo.
Plinko Flamingo.
That's another great band name. We need to write all these down. And just...
Wait, can I play Plinko in Vegas? And if anybody knows where I can find a Back to the Future slot machine, please let me know.
Where do they film The Price is Right?
L.A.
I was going to say, it's one of two places. So
Yeah.
Emily's cousins were on there. Nathan and Christy, they were on The Price is Right. As was Adam Durowitz from Kill Switch Engage. And he won.
Wow.
He won. He fucking won.
Wait, that's not the guy from Counting Crows?
All right, so they have very similar names. And please, after Two Tall Boys, don't ask me to tell you which one's which. But the one that's all the way white is in Kill Switch Engage. And the one that's not all the way white is the guy in Counting Crows. There's like Durowitz and Dukowitz, I think. So there's a K in the white one. read into that however you want, but
my braille's not that good. Sorry.
George Carlin, I'm going to write a Braille sex novel. And it's going to call "Feel This." So okay,
think
good.
all the Braille sex novel you need to know is from Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yep, that's a great. I can't watch that movie anymore because I know it front to back. So I'm just sitting there and just reciting it like I'm reading the screenplay.
I think we need to watch it together.
King illegal forest 2 pig wild kill in it at is what? So, what is your favorite Mel Brooks movie? Now that we're on, cars, bars, and guitars, let's do movies. It's our podcast,
and we'll do what we want to. Talk about what we want to. Talk what we want to. You talk about it too. If it happened to you. As much as maybe you don't like it as much as everybody else on the planet, Blazing Saddles. Since, hot damn, you can't do that on television anymore.
Hey, wait a minute. This isn't a 1980s sitcom. You can't do that on television?
Oh, I know.
Oh,
was
was it 80s or 90s?
86 or so. Like,
Oh, that's
Alanis
a good year.
Morissette was on that show
That's
before.
Man, I still have a crush on her.
If you see her on this show, you won't.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not going
the-
to channel my inner R. Kelly. Yikes. Or Jared from Subway. Yikes. Can't do it. What were we talking about? It's been a long fucking day. I had a meeting in Huntersville today.
So, a day off, but it wasn't a day off.
Yeah, that.
Boogity and boogity.
I got paid for it. It's paid, and I got mileage, and so, yeah, it'll be okay. And we ate at Pinky's West Side Grill on the north side of town. They have a Pinky's up there in Huntersville
In
now.
Barkdale?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I've been there.
Yep, got to be honest
So
with
that
you.
was during darker times.
Anyway,
Anywho.
got to be honest with you. I should have got the burger. Thomas and I split. So, by the way, we got an appetizer of crab puppies. It was crab stuffed hush puppies, and
Yes.
fuck, that was delicious. Then we split wings and sweet potato fries. Sweet potato fries were sweet potato fries. They were good.
Yeah.
Wings, mediocre at best, which is disappointing.
Did they
But
forget to pluck them?
I don't think Pinky's is known for their wings. I think they're kind of known for their burgers and sandwiches.
Yeah.
But
it was.
I want something lighter, and wings are lighter than burger.
Yeah.
Because it looks like more food, but you throw half of it away.
Yeah.
So I'm very disappointed you can't eat Mexican with me today, but I understand. You got to spend time with the missus. God damn, what were we talking about before? It was Alanis Morissette. You can't do that on television. Mel Brooks movies.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't enjoy Blazing Saddles. It's just not my favorite Mel Brooks movie. I think Men in Tights probably is my favorite, but History of the World is a very close second. Also, I do like Spaceballs, but I like it for different reasons. Since I've never seen Star Wars, I just watch it as a good, funny space spoof.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being a
largely Star Wars knockoff, but it does harken back to Space Odyssey and Alien as well.
Oh, yes, it does. And I've seen Alien, although it's been
forever and a day.
20 fucking years since I've seen Alien. They are making another, not Alien, they're making another Terminator movie. And Arnold's going to be in it. Because, I guess he does, he needs the money.
I
Can't imagine he needs the money. I mean, even after that nasty divorce.
I think he's doing okay, but I think the world wants to see Arnie in more Terminators. And so long as he's still breathing, we should have Arnie in Terminator movies.
Fair enough. But you got to wonder how old.
Plenty old.
He has got to be
North of 70, absolutely.
70?
I would venture a guess he's north of 70 now.
Hey, Google. Okay, Google. How old is Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Arnold Schwarzenegger is 71 years old.
That's fucking old, man.
Thanks, Google.
Jesus. Chuck Norris is 79. And, I mean, the jokes are funny, but he is quite the fascist. Funny enough, Jean-Claude Van Damme is only 58. I could have sworn he was close to that age.
How and why is his face imploding?
I don't know.
Because he looks a bit...
I know that, Google. Thank you.
Stop it. Stop listening, Google.
All I did was click on it, and then when I clicked on it, it said that. Sylvester Stallone, 73. Bruce Willis is 64. Jason Statham is 51. He probably looks the best out of all of them, if I'm honest.
Because he's the youngest. Duh.
Fair enough. Steven Seagal, 67. I was never a big Steven Seagal fan. It was a little too squinty.
It gets worse.
Oh, really? Y'all listen to Tom Segura talk about Steven Seagal. That was fucking horrible. I'm thinking about getting tickets to Bumpin' Mike's, which is coming to Charlotte.
When?
Come back to your phone. So if you want to go, I would absolutely September 25th, Night Theater. It's a Wednesday night. Middle of the week in September.
That end of the month is more important. That's quite plausible.
All right. We got to go. I would love to see Dave Attell and Jeff Ross. They're my two favorites. I fucking love them. I just don't know how much tickets are. No, don't refresh the page.
Yeah, I kept holding off getting my airplane tickets to Vegas, and every day it kept going up like $25.
So,
and then day after when I got my tickets, it went up another 50.
There you go.
And I can't adjust it. Kind of leave Wednesday night maybe. There's not a flight out. They only have a 6 a.m. and a 9 a.m. on Wednesdays.
Fly into Reno and get you a fucking Turo. Yuck.
Funny thing about Western states, they are way bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Than these dumb Eastern states.
Yeah, that Reno to Vegas trip not only is long, but very boring.
Yeah.
And hot, also.
Uh-huh.
Why can I not find tickets to this? I know they got tickets available, but it's your chair that's squeaking. I thought I heard kids laughing. I was like, man, am I smuggling children in the house? Or are they right outside my 2-story house or something? What the fuck's going on here?
Are you? No. Is Himley? Maybe.
I spat all over my phone.
Good thing it's waterproof.
Water resistant. So water resistant means the first time it gets wet, it goes, no. And the next time it goes, all right, come on in.
Heyo.
All right, it's not working right now, but I can't imagine tickets are too expensive. So I definitely want to go to that. Did you watch much Insomniac when it came on?
No, I wanted to and didn't.
Got you. Same. Yeah, that was a good one. I don't know why I'm tired. I haven't done anything all day but go to a meeting and come home and play video games.
Dude, sometimes just being is exhaustive.
Don't you remember being a kid and just being made of like caffeine and magic and just being able to do whatever you wanted to do? Go outside and play for 8 hours and then come in and play video games for 8 hours.
Yep.
There are days I miss those days.
None of this mattered, and none of this mattered, and now it's just like everything's got stakes.
What are you playing? What's gonna matter?
Nothing mattered. Nothing mattered. Everything matters. Events.
And now my bladder matters.
You got to go?
I'll be right back.
Go, man.
Cool. Go narrate your Google search.
All right, I will. So if you're not familiar with Dave Attell and Jeff Ross is the Roastmaster General from every Comedy Central roast you've seen since Greg Giraldo died. So he's either had super long hair or a shaved head, but he also runs a podcast. So if you've seen Jeff Ross before, Dave Attell used to run the show called Insomniac from Comedy Central, I want to say maybe late 90s to early 2000s. And basically it was just Dave hanging out, going to comedy clubs super late at night and hanging out with friends, going out to different bars and clubs, hanging out with people, seeing kind of the hot spots of New York City. I'm pretty sure Dave still lives in New York. I know Jeff lives in Los Angeles now. If you have not watched Bumping Mics on Netflix, you absolutely need to do so. It's fantastic. They just go on. They go on tour and they kind of spitball ideas off each other, and they roast the audience. They roast each other. It's really good stuff. I'm trying to find us tickets right now. If I cannot find tickets to this, let's see. Bumping Mics tickets. Rickets? No, not Rickets. Tickets. Rickets. I don't know what Rickets are. I know what wickets are. Wickets are in cricket. The wicket keeper. There you go. It's called British Baseball, for those of you not in the know. Blumenthal Performing Arts, Bumping Mics with Jeff Ross. Let's see if we can get tickets. $35. Let's see here. Tix.carolinatix.org. You can suck my ass cheeks. You are not loading. Let's see here. Charlotte Culture Gun. Go away. Let's see. Let's get tickets. $35 to $85. I'll go to that. But for those of you not in the know, you guys need to check them out. They're still on Netflix, and I think season 2 is coming up pretty soon. Check it out if you have not. Steve is in the can right now. I love my buddy Steve. Hope he has a fun trip in Vegas. I've been wanting to go to Vegas for years since I've started playing cards, which was, 10 years ago. And Emily and I were going to go a couple of years ago to Vegas, but then we decided not to because we were going to go for an anniversary trip, and I'll be honest, it's not a great destination for that because I'm going to be at the casino playing Texas Hold'em the entire trip. And I don't think the idea of celebrating our trip around the sun for our marriage I don't think a good way to spend that would to be at a card table. So we changed that trip a while back. But I'm still maybe planning on doing like a guy's trip to there or up to Mardi Gras Casino, evidently. Now, I have not been. I've only heard word of mouth from some of the guys I used to play cards with. But they had said that Mardi Gras Casino up in West Virginia is a really nice casino to go to if you're a card player. They have a really nice live table set up there. And the food's really good because, like the namesake says, Mardi Gras, it's a New Orleans-themed restaurant and casino. Hopefully that means there are a lot less panhandlers and the streets don't smell like piss, because that's exactly what New Orleans was like when I went a couple of years ago. So your mileage may vary, but if you stay near Bourbon Street, it's very loud, it stinks, and it's very expensive. So if you're thinking about going and experiencing something like that, I would go to Savannah, because Savannah is closer to here, it's cheaper, and it's cleaner. So that's kind of the trifecta there. And Steve's back with a vengeance. Or whatever Die Hard 2 was. Just called Die Hard 2, I guess. By the way, the only Die Hard I've ever seen is Die Hard with a Vengeance. I've only seen the one with Jeremy Irons. Am I missing out?
Third.
Yeah, that's the third one.
Watch it first.
The first one? Is the first one the best one?
Yes.
Like every other movie?
They can't all be Star Wars.
Well,
When the second one's the best one.
I was going to say the first one's really the fourth one, though, right?
It's not my fault. George Lucas is bad at math.
Good director, bad at math. Schlotsky's. Funny name, serious sandwich.
Go ahead, find one now.
Funny name, seriously closed. I might just go to the Mexican joint by myself tonight.
All right.
Drag Emily up there and tell her that she can get some fried ice cream. Have you ever seen the episode?
The thing is, if you don't eat anything, that is a hell of a diet.
Have you seen the episode? Did you watch much of the Drew Carey show?
A little bit here, a little bit there, and I can't find Buzz beer anywhere.
It was delightfully.
I'm not going to Cleveland.
No, there's not. Other than the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, there's no other reason to go to Cleveland.
I'm going to see the Luxor soon, and that's the same structure.
Oh, is that where you're staying?
No. We're saying the Link. What the hell that is.
The Link?
Some sort of Caesar's Palace.
That's right. That's right. Because, yeah, Colin's
everything is
member.
now all Caesar's and all Harrah's.
Yep. Because Harrah's is owned by Caesars, which is why when you go to Cherokee now, that casino looks super fucking nice on the inside.
Or back in the day, it was like, here's some slot machines, and here's a big vacant spot, and here's a free Coke dispenser.
Yeah.
Like back in 06, things were a bit more sparse.
Yep. And now it's a casino.
Like I went there for the tail end of... Do I say Brian's first bachelor party? Because that's what it was. Because that's when I turned $5 into 104.
Right.
Playing video poker.
Yes.
And for the life of me, cannot find that picture of here's a printout and here's the screen of whatever I did.
Really?
And I never played poker that well again.
Well, the video poker you played was just 5-card poker, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't like Texas Hold'em. So do you?
I have no idea what Texas Hold'em versus standard 5-card is.
I can give you the absolute rundown in 1 minute.
Okay.
5-card poker, if we were to play it right now, we would each be dealt 5 cards. That's 5-card poker. Texas Hold'em is different. What they do is we would each be dealt 2 cards. We would check our cards, and then bet, blah, 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 and then they would put 3 cards down. So you can only play 5 cards at a time, but we share those middle cards. So we have our 2 cards each, but we share the middle cards down on the table. What the
fuck?
That's Texas Hold'em. And then after we get done betting...
are the middle cards face up?
Up.
So you just pick up what you want?
No, you don't pick up anything. So what you're doing is just you're playing the best 5-card hand you have.
All right, so you have your 2 plus whatever have you in that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then we bet, whoever has the better hand or thinks they have the better hand, then they put one down, put another one face up.
It's effectively blackjack poker.
But with no 21. Like you can only
if
play.
Only it worked that way.
You can only play 5 cards. So when you're done, there's 5 cards down here, and then you still have your 2 in your hand that the other player can't see. But they don't know what you have. But you can play any combination of 5.
Yeah,
obviously, which the best hand wins. That's Texas Hold'em, and that sounds weird when there's no cards in front of us. But that's Texas Hold'em versus 5-card poker.
I was wondering, like, what the hell's the difference in any of this? Like, why is that? But if you're playing with, like, all right, you've got, a table of half a dozen people.
Yep. They all share that same.
Just 5?
Yep, but you have your 2 in your hand.
Uh-huh.
And you play your, you have your 2 that you combine with whatever 3 that are in front of you. And everybody has that same group of cards in front of them. That's why there's a lot of strategy involved. That's why it's not luck, like, to me. There's a reason why the pros are the pros and the Joes are the Joes. Why you see the same people winning all the time. I mean, if it were luck, there would not be professional poker players. Just like there's not a professional guess if it's heads or tails guy. Like, I mean...
Wait, I've seen it.
Well, that's
Vegas Vacation. It's like...
Pick a number.
Yeah.
4, 7. I put $1 in, I got a car. Put $1 in, I got a car. Nick Giorgio. I think that should be my new Twitter handle.
A buddy of mine that I roomed with in Raleigh, like that was his screen name to everything was Nick Papa Giorgio.
I think if he and your brother is Scott Tenorman to get together.
This means the world is over.
We should change the CBGPod, the members. Instead of Steve Nicks and AJ Holt, to be Scott Tenorman and Nick Papa Giorgio. Nick Giorgio.
Whatever works.
Nick Tenorman and Scott Papa Giorgio.
Nice.
He's adopted. Scott's not an exotic name. Nick could be Nikolai, or even Nicholas could be.
Scottio.
Scottio? He doesn't know. Scottio doesn't know. That movie was great because I have the biggest wood for Michelle Trachtenberg.
Do you know how much orange juice I drank after that movie?
A lot?
At least 2 gallons.
Pulp or out? Or pulp or no pulp?
Pulp.
You like the pulp?
Yep.
Says you. I don't want to chew up my drink. By the way, Michelle Trachtenberg is my age. She's 33. She's married to somebody who's like 54. I know. What a waste. I know, because I'm such a catch. Like, I'm such a winner. Talking about it like I have something to offer this lady.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot.
It's like us hooking up with celebrities. What?
I can make you laugh and I can
thing.
sing to you, but I can't give you very much stuff. Or
Yeah.
Jen Block or no,
like,
Spin Doctor said it best. I ain't got no future or a family tree, but I know what a prince and lover ought to be. 92?
2, 3, 4.
They had that, and Little Miss Can't Be Wrong.
Yep.
And I don't know of any other Spin
I sure
Doctors.
like my buddy's dad cracking up at Little Miss.
Oh, really? Something about a monkey wrench? If I had $1, I'd give you 99.
Just like the rapid fire nonsense of that song that it took me entirely too long to process. It was like, because at the time it was just these songs on the radio that, this is catchy. It's like, I have no idea what he's saying because it's way too fast.
It's the best, one of the best opening lyrics of any song. It's been a whole lot easier since a bitch left town. Some of the best opening lyrics ever. Also, the Great Southern Trendkill, one of the best opening album tracks ever. Pantera. Just all out assault. You got to open an album like that, I feel like. Steve, I wanted some Mexican food, but that's okay. You're eating chops?
Yep.
And?
Gravy.
And?
Leftover pasta.
What are pasta?
Leftover.
I thought you said liver or pasta.
Liver pasta.
Ew.
Sorry, I don't enunciate too good in these recordings here.
I guess we'll see you guys in August. Or will we have... No. July 31st.
That could work.
That's a Wednesday. Or July 30th is 2 weeks from now.
Yep.
So we'll be able to probably squeeze in another episode. Hopefully by then, Steve will be back from Vegas and with a job. He has a job now, but it's...
Yeah, mo better.
When you said upgrades, the first of this, I got really excited.
Don't.
So hopefully by then. But everybody wish Steve very well up there in Vegas. I'll probably drop him off at the Aeropuerto on Thursday. So, you got anything else for our wonderful listeners on this very random and weird episode? He did that with his ear.
Huh?
Well, for Steve, I'm AJ.
And for AJ, I'm still Steve.
See you in episode 38. Maybe Brian Layton will actually show up to one of these one time.
The pretty funny thing trying to do this on school night. Oh, well.
He doesn't have any children.
Work. Because...
We do too.
Yeah, well. Maybe he's got more important work. That's how he affords the fancy cars.
Probably. All right. Well, we'll see you in 38. Later.
And scene.
Toodles.